college football national championship. The Miami Hurricanes beat the Penn State Nittany Lions in the sun-kissed Fiesta Bowl. The ultimate game of this college football season will be played on a gorgeous night in the Valley of the Sun. As game time approaches, it's 60 degrees at Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. And we're just moments away from a meeting between two 11-0 teams ranked first and second in the country. An even dozen victories will make one of them the national champion. Good evening and a belated Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Bob Costas. We welcome you to a special game played under special circumstances. The 4 annual games, usually thought of as the major bowls, were unable to create a championship matchup this year. The Rose, Orange, Cotton, and Sugar all have commitments to various conference champions. They couldn't bring this pair of football independents together. But the sun-kissed Fiesta Bowl, anxious to increase its own prestige, could. So they sweetened the pot for Penn State and Miami. NBC moved the game from New Year's Day to primetime the next night, and a unique college football showcase has been created. It's certain to be one of the most watched college games of all time.
The Penn State Nittany Lions won the toss and elected to receive. So that means that Mark Seelig will be kicking off for the Miami Hurricanes. A look at John Schaefer, the quarterback for Penn State. And the 2 deep backs will be Jim Coates, number 49, and Blair Thomas, number 32. The University of Miami ranked number 1 in the country. Penn State University ranked number 2. And the moment is at hand. The national championship rests in the balance. High and short. Thomas at the 14, out to the 20. An excellent return man just past the 30-yard line, where Bobby Harden makes the tackle. 17 yards on the return, and the Penn State Nittany Lions, led by their quarterback John Schaefer, an academic All-America, with DJ Dozier and Tim Manoa, Eric Hamilton, Ray Roundtree, and Brian Seiberling, the tight end. Conlon, Morgan, Radisek, Wisniewski, and Clayton, the offensive line. First down for Penn State at their own 31-yard line. Play action. Almost sack and then dump. Dan Sileo. And Dan Stubb. A loss of 15 yards, and the Nittany Lions in trouble from the beginning.
Charlie, Penn State wanted to change things up at the beginning, so they're going to try and throw the football, but it is Stubbs from the outside coming in to make the sack. And he kicks the Hurricanes off and all. That's number 99, Moss, getting there first, and Stubbs taking care of it later on. Dan Sileo, a big, strong defensive tackle in the middle, had part of it as well.
Second down and 24. And Tim Manoa gets the football. Dozier then coming out with the football. They're going to mark the ball dead at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. Going to be third down and 20. And what Penn State wanted to do, Jimmy, was to control the ball. Here's the defense. Stubbs, Sileo, Brown, and Hawkins. And the inside pressure from Sileo and Jerome Brown, what you expect to see. Winston Moss, George Meyer Jr., Ron Carter, the linebackers. And the secondary, Ellis, Bain, Brown, and Blake.
I think what they wanted to do is try and open it up at the beginning to change some of the tendencies they had coming into this football game. It obviously did not work on that first down play.
Offord in motion. Schaefer with pressure again, and he is wrestled down for the second time in the ball game. This time it was Bill Hawkins who got it. So a pair of sacks opened the ball game for the Hurricane defense. And the Nittany Lions are in immediate trouble. A loss of 6 is going to be fourth down and 26. John Bruno to kick. David. The tight end changes side. That's Johnson. Testaverde takes a lot of time. He gives to Bratton. Bratton outside of the far sideline. Shane Conlon was the man chasing. Let's look at the defense of Penn State. And the front three of White, Russo, and Johnson. The strength, of course, the linebackers. Graham Bauer, Giftopoulos, John All-American Shane Conlon. And problems in the secondary. Cobbs, Henderson, Isom, and Johnson. The problem is they're not that tall. It's a small secondary.
That's the biggest problem they have. Michael Irvin, 6'2", wide receiver from Miami. He's going against a couple of defensive backs, 5'9", 5'9", 5'10", and 5'11".
And Testaverde first pass is on target to Michael Irvin. And Irvin has the first down. As he goes out of bounds at the Penn State 47-yard line, he picks up 12 on the play. And Eddie Johnson was the man chasing him.
And that's what Miami's going to try to do all night long, trying to get the ball to Michael Irvin, their leading receiver on the year with 53 catches. Eddie Johnson on the corner. They're giving him a lot of deep support for the reason that Michael...
You're watching a Philly Sports Classic presentation.
Second down and 5. Miami from their own 20-yard line. Smith. And it is recovered by Charles Henry, the tight end. The Canes retain possession at the 21-yard line.
Now, Conlon's replacement is number 84, Keith Karpinski. Let's find out if Miami ran at him to find out exactly how good of a football player he is. No, not exactly, but it is Karpinski who coughs the ball up from Alonzo Highsmith. He makes the play. And Charles Henry jumps on it for the Canes. Now, Miami's only lost 10 fumbles all year long. They are a very good team as far as hanging on to the football.
Third down and 4. And Testaverde to throw. On the pattern, he goes deep, and it is there. And then not fully. And Penn State has the ball if it is ruled a completion. It is ruled a completion. A fumble. And a recovery by Penn State. Duffy Cobbs got it.
Well, what a throw on the part of Vinny Testaverde. You'll see her coming into the picture down from the corner, and this is where you want it as a wide receiver in between the zone. You better have it on the money, and it is. Now, the thing is, Penn State, number 22 with the big hit for the Nittany Lions. That's Ray Isom. He plays like he's about 6'2" and runs a 4.40. The problem is he's only 5'9" and runs a 4.84.
And here's Dozier. Shut off to the right side, counters to the left, and picks up 4 to the 40-yard line, and it is second down and 6.
All right, now you're the wide receiver coming downfield. You know it's a zone. You got to find the middle of it. You know you got a strong arm quarterback, and you get it. But there's number 22, Ray Isom, who jogs the football away from Michael Irvin. Duffy Cobbs, after a big scramble, comes up with the ball for the Nittany Lions.
And Irvin, of course, as you saw, did have possession. It was a fumble, and Penn State with the ball now second and 6 at the Canes 40-yard line. Little play action, the reverse. Blair Thomas, and played very beautifully by the Miami defense. Rod Carter, the linebacker. The defense of the Canes, outstanding here in the first period.
Well, they've been tremendous. Rod Carter's got outstanding speed, especially if you can run down something like Blair Thomas who runs a 4.340, then you really have some kind of speed on the outside. He's a very good outside linebacker for the Canes. They've got two dominating inside tackles with Cilio and Brown. That allows people like Rod Carter on one side, Winston Moss, the other outside linebacker, Jerome Freely, and crushing people like Blair Thomas.
Schaefer's pass is complete, and it is to Dozier, the leading receiver for Penn State, but way short of a first down. Rod Carter was there for the defense.